Rioja.
Nice, start again.
Sorry.
Edit.
Okay. Do you want to say that part?
No, do it.
What's up? We are Ryan and Megan, and we are the founders of Cohica Travel, and we are living in Valencia, Spain.
Yeah, so we moved here about just over 2 years ago after 9 months of traveling around the world and seeking a different life. Recently we were on House Hunters International, and since then we've gotten a ton of questions based on the TV show and from our website about what it's like to live in Spain. People asking for travel tips, both here in Spain and around Europe, and some of our favorite places. So we thought what better than to share with you via a vlog. Try. And so that's why we started this Cohica vlog.
So what you can expect from the vlog, every time we will tell you about a travel destination that we love, or that you should have on your radar, and reasons why, things that you should like about it and things that we like about it. What else?
We're also going to give you travel tips. So we think we have some pretty awesome tips to share with you guys. A lot of things that are a bit less known than some of the kind of common tips that you get on some of the travel websites. Specific tips both for Spain and Europe, but also tips for travel just anywhere around the world. That'll hopefully help you guys out and make your travel experiences even better.
And then we want to talk a little bit about expat life and what it's like to make a leap and live abroad, and all of the great things and the many challenges of living in a different country.
So to start off today, we're going to talk about destinations. So since we're in Spain, what better destination to start with than
Spain.
So we're going to talk about the main reasons, basically the 5 best reasons to visit Spain and why it's an awesome travel destination for your next trip. Megan, start her off.
All right, number 1, affordable. Especially compared to many countries in Northern Europe, Spain is very affordable to visit and to travel around. This includes trains, hotels, eating out, drinking out. You can get a beer for under €2, most places. And it just really provides some great options for a nice trip that you can actually stay some places and see a lot of places on budget.
Yeah, and especially outside of some of the major tourist cities like Barcelona, Madrid, they get a bit more expensive. If you go to the south, everything is definitely a lot cheaper. Next reason is authenticity. Spain has more recently than some of the other countries of Europe become open to tourism, just in the last few decades, I guess, 40, 50 years. And because of that, there is a lot of authenticity that comes with a trip to Spain. So again, outside of the major tourist destinations like Barcelona and Madrid, even Sevilla, you can go to really small pueblos and other cities that are less touristy, even like Valencia, and you can have a really cool experience, meet a lot of people that probably don't speak a ton of English, that aren't totally prepared to have you visit them as a tourist, and so you kind of get to see the real deal of Spain, like what it's really like.
I mean, these authentic travel experiences are what we are all about and what we always try to seek out for ourselves and for our clients. So visiting some of these smaller towns, even larger cities like Valencia that are not super touristy is a great part about Spain. Okay, 3. Spain is really varied in landscape and naturally. You can go to the southern part of Spain and it feels very deserty, almost like northern Africa. It's hot and dry, or you can go to the northern part of Spain in Galicia, and it's green and lush and full of farmlands, and then everything in between. So you can get mountains and sea and amazing beaches.
Mm-hmm. There are the Balearic Islands, where you have Mallorca, Ibiza, the Canary Islands. So there are a ton of amazing beaches in Spain. And the landscape is super diverse, and culturally it's really diverse as well. So number 4 is climate. Spain is, I think it's pretty commonly known that Spain has really great weather. It's super sunny. Valencia is one of the sunniest cities in the world, and the weather, if you're on the coast, never really gets too hot. It gets super hot in the south, but if you stay on the coast, even in the summer, it's hot, but it's not unbearable, and it's super sunny.
And it stays warm.
Yeah, it's warm into September, October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so go to Ibiza in late September, early October, and you'll have a wonderful time.
Mm-hmm. And number 5, without further ado, wine. We are big wine lovers in our household, and we think Spain's wine is probably one of the most underrated in over-delivering wines of the world.
Definitely one of the most underrated.
We can get a very good bottle of wine for under €5 from any supermarket or local wine shop. There's Tempranillo, the Rioja region is fantastic, or you can go out and you can get a glass of wine for €2 to €3.
All right, so next up, travel tips. Since we're talking about Spain, we're going to stay with the Spain theme. The travel tip of today is to fly to Spain.
And fly cheaply.
Yeah, so the tip is really to find cheap airfare to Spain right now is super easy. So a lot of low-cost airlines like Norwegian Air have started with routes from the San Francisco Bay Area, even from Los Angeles, and from other parts of the U.S., either directly or one stop to Barcelona. And those flights are like $300 round trip, sometimes less. $300. That's cheaper than most flights within the U.S. So why not come to Spain? It's super easy to get around once you're here, and it's super cheap. So if you need help with your trip, let us know, and we're happy to help plan everything.
But Europe is within reach. I mean, I think it's just the best thing that it used to feel inaccessible to a lot of people, but now with these cheap airfares, it's really available, and it really makes for an easy, accessible trip.
Yeah. So, expat life. What month is it, Megan?
It is September.
What happens in September, Megan?
Everyone comes back from their holidays.
In Spain, as with most of Europe, everyone travels in August. Like, it's just like clockwork. Spaniards leave the city for either a few weeks or sometimes all of August and go to the beach or somewhere else, but usually the beach. So being September, everyone's just come back and normal life has continued to exist here in Valencia. We miss that really quiet, kind of relaxed vibe in August a little bit when we are here. When everyone's gone, it can be fun. But it is exciting to see everyone back and in the routine of things. Travel tip. That's Mac. The sound of Mac. You might have seen his butt earlier.
So what the August shutdown means for you, just in case you're thinking about coming to Spain in August, it means that the prices are higher for sure, especially along the coast. Actually, most of Europe along the coast, prices will be higher in August. But inland and in small cities, you might get some businesses shut down and closed for the holiday. So there you have it, our first vlog. If you have any questions, tips, advice, we're new at this, but we hope to keep it coming. So please comment, like, subscribe on our new YouTube channel so you don't ever miss an episode.
Yeah, anything you want to know about Spain, let us know, because sometimes, after a couple of years of living here, we forget what's weird and what's different. And so if you have questions, we're happy to answer those. Do the subscribe thing.
Give us a shout at exploreMore@CohicaTravel.com.
Yep, what she said.
Until next time.
My innovation.